Well, it's here. The Northeast is seeing offers increase on homes for sale that are properly presented and asking a number that reflects energized pricing in the market area. So it's the first week of January and we just saw 17 offers on a great house. So if you're thinking of selling your home in 2024, what can you expect from the market? Hi, it's Nancy from Nancy Chu Homes, and today I am going to give you our predictions for the 2024 real estate market and which markets we think where the prices will fall and which markets will see an increase. And in the meantime, please pause the video, scroll to the comments, and tell us what town you live in and whether you think your prices will go up, down, or stay the same. Hey, welcome back. And so before we go on, let me explain why I think demographics and new construction have a lot to do with pricing. I'm sure you guys have all heard about the silver tsunami, okay? The idea that the largest cohort in the world, which is the baby boomers, they're reaching mass retirement age, and a lot of experts have been predicting that there's going to be a huge sell-off of all of their homes in that group. That would be awesome because it would solve a lot of our low inventory issues, except that that's not necessarily the behavior we're seeing from them. As a generation, they are quite healthy and they seem to be managing the upkeep of their homes. And after COVID, they seem far less interested in retiring away from their grandkids. So many of them are choosing to age in place, be near family, and often with the expectation that they may even leave the homes to the kids rather than sell. So unless they really need the nest egg from their house to help pay for their care as they age, a lot of boomers are staying put, which really doesn't help our inventory problems and subsequently keeps home prices high. Now, this puts a lot of strain on millennials, who are the second largest cohort in history. They're in prime house buying age with good jobs and families, and they want a home of their own. So they're left fighting for fewer houses, which once again keeps home prices afloat. And we're also seeing a lot more single family households, maybe from divorce, or some of these younger folks are just choosing to stay single for a while. So that first time home buyer property, condos, small houses, there's huge demand for those too. And once again, that keeps the prices up. So how is this going to play out in 2024 for real estate? Well, it's going to be highly regional, right? In areas where you see less new construction because there simply isn't enough land to build on, like markets in the Northeast, parts of California, prices will likely stay buoyant, right? While the states, particularly in the Sun Belt, which have had a lot of new construction, we're going to see some price relief as the inventory expands to meet the demand. Utah, Idaho, Florida, Ohio, Colorado, Texas, Arizona, Nevada, we're going to see some of these secondary and tertiary cities drop in price, offering buyers a little bit of opportunity and affordability relief. And the predictable truth in 2024, it's going to be pretty straightforward. The mortgage rates are going to decrease because the Fed has implied that they're done raising rates for a while. And the 10-year Treasury is down and the industry is seeing rates below 7%, which can start to goose that buyer market off the sidelines. Number two, as the rates go down, people who are looking to move, who already own homes, may feel a little better about selling, especially if they are no longer living in fear that they're not going to be able to find a new home to move into. So that should increase inventory slowly over time. And I'm going to tell you, for some of us, even a little bit could provide such relief in a market. And number three, unfortunately, it's not like the rates are going to dump to 4%, or that every homeowner is suddenly going to list their house, right? Which likely means that home prices will remain mostly stable. Some markets might be up a little, some might be down a little, but it's not going to be anything dramatic. And number four, this leads us to the fact that home sales will increase. They will kind of have to after 2023, which was so low that was practically on par with 2008 levels. Look, a lot of experts have written articles about how the high interest rates and low buyer demand are stifling the market. And that's true, okay? But why aren't they considering the fact that these are not equal causes of market conditions, all right? So rather than high interest rates have caused low buyer demand, right? High interest rates have caused low buyer demand. But that doesn't mean the buying pool has shrunk or disappeared off the planet or necessarily resigned themselves to living in a one-bedroom apartment in Queens for the rest of their lives. they still want a home, and just because they are temporarily sidelined does not mean that the pressure of collective demand isn't building, you guys. And as I've said it before, and I will say it again, once these interest rates become normalized for consumers, once that second largest cohort in history gets used to these rates, the pent-up buyers that have been graduating, getting jobs, getting married, having babies, they will emerge and they will look for homes of their own, and they have money to do it with. So what's the takeaway? I'm going to give you a little anecdote. House for sale in a lovely neighborhood in a nice Monmouth County town. House number 1 lists right before the holidays, and they get showings, but not really any standout offers. House number 2 in the same exact neighborhood comes to market the first week of January 2024. And after 4 days, they get 17 offers. And lo and behold, not only do they go under contract, but then house number 1 starts looking pretty good, right? And they get a darn good offer the next day. What's the only thing that changed between December 2023 and January 2024? News about the interest rate got a little bit better, and suddenly demand returns. Now, if I were a buyer who wanted to be in that neighborhood, and if I were interested in both homes, in retrospect, I kind of wish I'd negotiated a lower price on number 1 before January, before the rates became, more obviously good, because I would have paid less for the house, and then I can always refinance later as the rate continues to improve. But now I don't have either house, and everyone in the neighborhood knows about the 17 offers, 15 of them, which were over asking. And for buyers, hesitation, that doesn't get you a house. And as for sellers, just list the house. I got you covered. Hey guys, if you find value in our videos, please comment, like, and hit that subscribe button so that we can reach more folks who need this information to help them make the best housing decisions for their families. And if you're looking for a top-notch real estate professional in your market area, just go down to the description and fill out that form, and I will hook you up with the best person I have, the best partner I have near you. All right, thanks everybody. I'll see you next week.